Southeast Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Condors of Tokyo. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You look at this defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, Lawrence. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Derek Brown making the stop. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, now Rodgers. A short one there with Freiermuth. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now Washington. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Rolling to his right. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 94 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Play action. It's Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 6 yards. And the Condors have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be caught at the 30.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start this is to a regular season. Charles, remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away.